Protect your capital religiously. Trade with the trend patiently. Manage your mind ruthlessly and let your edge play out over time. The market rewards discipline, not intelligence. RLTW strategies. Rangers lead the way. Let's go.
Welcome back to RLTW Strategies. It is almost 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. Let's get into the account overview. Still have the XFAs. I did lose the practice account last night or yesterday when I kept trading because I had such a big balance. I just went full send. So yeah, here is the XFAs. Trade win percentage is 77. Profit factor is slowly growing up. You can see my short bias to long bias sentiment. And yesterday, so I traded in the afternoon. We were up 463. I lost about $200, and we closed the day at 262. 10 trades. I already started some pre-market trades, and we're up almost $100. So that's where we're at. The practice account did one trade up 126. So same thing goes. We will jump between practice and XFA, and I'll highlight those in the video. If you want to jump ahead and check out the trades instead of listening to me yak all morning session in the market, go ahead and hit the timestamps below. That will jump you to the trades, and you could highlight the bar, the timeline bar, and see at what chapter you want to jump to. With that, we'll go ahead and check out the levels on the chart. So we jumped considerably high this morning to 28,000 and a little bit above. There's the pre-market high located at 28,008.50, and 28,000 is right there. We're below 28,000. We're kind of having a pullback. That's yesterday's all-time high during the market session. I'll keep that dark blue actually, and let's get rid of the volume real quick so we could see what we're looking at. So that's what we got. We still got an upward trend. It's still following that orange line, trend line. This trend is from the 16th of April, and this is halfway through the month. This trend line is from mid-April, and I'm watching both of these trend lines throughout the day. That's on the daily. There's no really point to zoom out anymore. That's my lower level at 26,728. I don't know if we'll drop that low. We could. I said that before. Yeah, that's a level. I would say this is a level. I don't know if I want to chalk up the lines, chalk up the chart like that, but we'll go ahead and put one there. That's on the daily. Again, if we're going to drop that low, I mean, that's almost 800 points. Looking at the hourly, we got the pre-market low here that I marked this morning. Pre-market high, all-time high during pre-market Globex. We'll see if we could test that during the market open. And then we have an area, I don't know what that is. Let's get rid of that one. I was trying to move this line as a level, 27,937. So almost 10 points below 28,000. We'll see what we do. We're below 28,000 right now. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold that. Here's the 5-minute. VWAP is pointing up. We do have a strong candle pushing up. It is 4 minutes before market open, and we got some data. So the next data that gets released is the U.S. S&P Service PMI final, and then we got jobs openings, JOLTS. So we got JOLTS is at 10, so we got to be cognizant of that. Get down to the execution chart, and that move from today, I mean, that's roughly 35 points. That's not bad at all. Yeah, so we got job openings at 10, new home sales, delayed report at 10, ISM services at 10, and then we got Fed Chair Bowman speaking at 10. And then Barr is speaking at 12:30, and then 9:45 is the S&P final U.S. services PMI. And I don't think we're going to be trading until 10:15. We'll see if we could capture something on these moves, and we'll go from there. I'll let you look at what I see on my 5-minute chart. Here is that range from yesterday, that zone. Let's see if we stay above it. We kind of stayed above it here. Now we're moving up to the upside. I do have 28,000 marked out, and you can see we got all the EMAs pointed up, the Bollinger Bands up, the VWAP's up, RSI's up. Oil's dropping down. go ahead and check out the news real quick. Iran is saying that the Strait of Hormuz is closed indefinitely. We'll see how long that lasts. We're getting conflicting reports. We got General Kane and Hegseth saying that, you know, there's freedom of traffic for oil tankers that are trapped in the Strait of Hormuz. We got Iran saying that the Strait of Hormuz is completely shut down. We got missiles flying. We got Lebanon and Israel going at it. That's the world news. That's the around the world. Palantir earnings were yesterday. They're down $5 right now, 3.7%. If you want to check out my Discord, it's in the channel description. I will post it on the video here, and we'll go from there. You could check out my posts on TikTok and X. And yeah, market is open. Let's go ahead and do the 1 minute opening range. Look at that, man. People are either closing positions or moving to the upside. And there's no like rush at this open. We're at an extreme high. So I don't know like how much more we're gonna move. The positivity of the market. I mean, obviously we are breaking all-time highs right now. And we'll do an all-time high line. Maybe today's the day we hit all-time highs all day. Or maybe that's the high of the day. Okay, opening range is complete. I'm gonna check out the 5 minute. I wanted to trade, I almost traded. We could trade, no, I don't want to get in bad habits. Let's just watch the opening range. So we got this break. So we got all-time high up here, just replicating the chart from my execution screen. We got this old all-time high. We got 28,000. We're below it right now. We could stay in this range really until news is out. All right, so we could stay in this range until news is out. And I'm looking for a break here. This could possibly be an area where we break and then testing this trend line from May 4th, yesterday's low. So we'll go with that. Again, 9:45, we got news. Really no point in trading until that news is released. If you end up getting in position right now, you're just really, I mean, this is the drawdown you're gonna expect to hit 25 points in either direction if you decide to jump into position right now. So that's not really a thing that I wanna venture out and do. A rejection from all-time high, or we're gonna retest it and bust through it. I gotta assume that there's a bunch of stops up here. That's just something I'm thinking about. Now the 5 minute, look at this volume candle on the 5 minute. It's ridiculous. And it's growing. Somebody knows something. We're breaking above the 1 minute opening range. How much higher can we go? 50? I mean, that's a huge 5 minute candle prior to the news in 10 minutes. Something to think about. I mean, that momentum is something to consider for sure. Let's go ahead and put the volume candles back on. I feel like going short, but I do feel like we're moving up until the reports are delivered, and then we're gonna drop. And that would have lost 50% of my XFA if I traded that. Or I could have went long. I just can't do it now. I can't do it because we move so much. 50 points. This is ridiculous. All right, so volume is lowering. Let's go ahead and try another short. See if we can recover. And I'm guessing right now, right? But the ES is coming down. The volume candle on the 5 minute. This is the volume candle. Here's the opening 5 minute. This is the next 5 minute, and we got a minute and a half left. So looking at that, could we drop down to right here? Maybe. We're 2 minutes. Oh, well, we're more than 2 minutes. We're 10 minutes away. All right, we're back up to that area. Volume, we gotta wait for the next volume bar, I guess. Ooh, top step levels. All-time high. Moving.
Filled.
I'm shorting the top of the range before news is out in 4 minutes. I really shouldn't be shorting. If I wanted to short on my XFA, I would have to wait for the confirmation. Look at that climb. Jesus. Non-stop. Dude, are we warranted this type of movement in the market? That's just crazy. I just don't see it. First trend line of the day. Do I have balls enough to short it once we break it back to the 1 minute opening range? Nice drop. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna go any higher today. That's just my sentiment. I wish I didn't have it because I wish I could just go on a long bias from up here But wow, I mean, this is a move. This is a move, definitely. We are pushing hard, and for what reason? I have no idea. I do not know why we would be pushing this hard. And we could jump back up really hard, come near this level before dropping again. And that's probably something I should be thinking about on the XFA. Minute 30. If you come down in this 1 minute opening range, I'll close my practice account. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. We'll close it down there. Yeah, we'll close it right there. All right, 10 seconds. See what happens. All right, the report has been released. We have a pivot point at 28,137. It's a pivot point up here. I don't know if we'll get up there, but so there we are. Almost hit this area. Let's go ahead and see what the report says. 51, forecasted 51.3. All right, new all-time high. 28,100s. Are we going to hit it? There is no slowing down at all as of right now. I could short here. I kind of want to double the 1,200.
Filled.
5 contracts. We are moving. RSI is at 81. S&P is just, ES is moving up hard. I guess we wait for a release. This is a resistance level 2. All right, there we go. We're pulling back. Let's wait. We got 2 minutes left on this candle. I mean, the 1 minutes are looking good. The 5 minutes still, we still have a minute and a half or a minute 50 seconds left on the 5 minute candle. And I don't know if we should short now or short when the next candle gets produced. We may bounce here. All right, so maybe we have a level of resistance up here. Maybe. Let's see how many times we hit this, right? That's 1, or twice, that's 2. And then if you look at the 5 minute, we have an indecisive green, which could turn, I don't even know if I was on the right screen earlier. All right, there's a rejection area. And then we got news in 10 minutes. We got jolts. So we're gonna wait until jolts is produced, because this is super ridiculous right now. So much momentum. New all-time high, again. That could have been closing stops at this level. Let's just wait. I want to short right now. I'm already satisfied that I'm losing money in the practice account. So, but let's see how far, if we hit the top of that opening range, if we hit near the top of the 1 minute opening range, that would be a good payday for the practice account. 28,100 just looks like resistance at that level. When do I lose it? Two more grand? Okay. Yeah, we might come up there. 10 contracts. It all depends if we break down after being up at 28,100. And the crazy thing about trading the practice account, there's no emotion in there. Yeah, I might blow it and might have to reset it sometime today. That's the mistake. I wish I had this careless mindset when I'm trading a funded account or an eval. Well, evals you could size up and accept the risk, but in a funded account you got to build it. You got to build the contracts up to be able to trade with larger contracts. All right, so in my head I'm thinking that, especially on the 5 minute, we're rejecting the 28,100s. At least that's what I think, right? Like, I think that's what we're rejecting, but we come clearly all the way up there. It's a possibility. And this break of structure could be an area where we have resistance right there. Could be. Or we could break below it, bounce, and then come down. We'll know in 10 minutes if the market makers are going to push this up to destroy stops. I'm going to sell 5 there, move my stop to there. Oh, I'm up 15. Dang.
Filled.
There we go.
Order filled.
All right, 4 grand. I didn't realize I went up. All right, here we go with the retest. Now I only got, man, I don't know how much I want to risk. Definitely don't want to do it on the 5 minute. We could bounce up. 5 minutes till jolts. Now I feel like we're gonna hit the all-time high as a double top today. We might drop till, I don't know, 10:45, 11 o'clock, and then climb back up, touch the all-time high, and then reject. It's Tuesday. Here we go. Maybe rejecting this area. There's just, look at that. Look at that, selling tails right here on the 5 minute. Another test of 28,100. I mean, we could go all the way to that pivot point too at 137. It's only 30 points away. I'm thinking maybe put a stop here, a sell stop. Because if we drop, we're gonna drop hard. Do I chance it? Let's do it on the paper account. You see how scary it is? Sell stop. Let's do it on the paper account. It might bounce and go straight up. I probably should do it no, I'll do it like this. Let me make sure I don't have an order on here. Sell stop. I'm watching this area for a rejection. I'm watching a flush. All right, jolts, 10 seconds.
Filled.
All right, jolt is released.
Filled.
New home sales, ISM. Jolt opening 6.9 million, 6.8, 6.9 previous. No change for jolts. If previous was 6.9 and we're at 6.9 now. So I see a channel forming on the 1 minute. S&P is moving up. Oil is still dropping. Nvidia's dropping. Meta's dropping. We could retest right up here and then come down to a flush. We're still in exhaustion of oversold or overbought. I feel like we got one more spike to 137. We breaking? Here's the retest. Oil's down at 101. Microsoft's down. All right, all the news is produced. All the news is produced. I feel like we're building momentum to the upside. It's a magnaphone too. We're in the middle of the range. 20 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. There's one touch. Second touch could be up here. ES still screaming to the upside. I wish I could have went long. Just couldn't do it. I just don't expect it to keep going up. I just don't. Definitely a zone, a range. Here we go. Volume moving up. You gotta imagine, I think there's a lot of people loading up on shorts right here, and this thing's gonna have to kick up to knock them all out. ES is still moving up. New candle. This is max pain area for people. That's what I think. Point of control just popped up.
Filled.
There you go. I'm done. I'm done. That was a good drop. So I entered that trade. This was, I wish I would have said it, but I saw this rejection at this level. And when we hit this area, I felt like we were going to reach this area. Okay. So this scared me, but my mental stop, when we came up to this 21,800, we failed at 21,800, so we may be dropping some more. We failed at 21,800. We could touch the VWAP and come back up. But when I saw this kick, this was going to be my mental stop if we couldn't stay below this candle wick, and I would have got out, maybe. Or I would have just looked at my P&L and been like, you know, I really don't have that much left. So with that, let's check out the practice account. We're gonna hit this, all right, VWAP. I think we're gonna touch VWAP. We can move that here. It's probably gonna stop me out. I'm looking for the VWAP touch. All right, stop me out. On the practice, let's go ahead and review the performance. We're up at 77.94 win rate, 1.31 profit factor. Still my short bias. All right, had a loss today. No, that was on Friday. Yesterday 262, today 548, and that's it. We're gonna slowly build these back up. So I'm gonna stop it here. I know the market's gonna go crazy. We might drop all day, but you know what? I can't jeopardize the XFAs. So I'm gonna go ahead and start editing this video. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. You could follow me on X and TikTok and reach out to me on Discord. All that information is in the channel description and on the video description. I will catch you guys on the flip side. Have a good one.